Due to the sudden ringing of the bell, I was scared and pulled the trigger. My wife rushed into the living room. The lights came on. The man on the couch had a bullet in his eye. My hands were still shaking. The sheriff arrived. He patted my shoulder and said, "Don't worry, the thief was wanted," and I acted in self-defense. But I still had to go to the police station to handle the paperwork. Sitting in the police car, I couldn't believe I had killed someone. A few hours later, I returned home. My wife and I sat on the porch. I didn't know what to do. We started cleaning up the blood in the room. By that morning, the whole town knew what had happened. The sheriff came and told me the thief would be buried the next day at noon. I asked him if he had any family. He said his father had just been released on parole. My heart was racing. I installed security doors and windows. That night, I received a call from an unknown person. All I heard was heavy breathing. I became even more worried about my family's safety. I sat on the couch all night, gun in hand, too scared to close my eyes. The next day at noon, I still went to the cemetery. A man was standing there.
Quiet and peaceful, isn't it?
I was sure he was the thief's father. He said he saw our family's picture in the newspaper.
Your boy, he looks a whole lot like you, doesn't he?
I felt threatened. I immediately called my wife and asked her to wait at the police station. I rushed to pick up my son from kindergarten. The thief's father was watching us nearby. I found the sheriff and begged him to arrest the man, but the sheriff said there was no evidence and there was nothing he could do. When we returned home, I found the door had been pried open again. I asked my wife to take my son to the police station. I grabbed a wrench. I walked in. I heard the window in my son's room open. I rushed in and found bullets scattered on the floor and bed. The police arrived. This time we had evidence. They sent someone to secretly protect us. They also left an officer in the house. I still couldn't sleep. I went downstairs to drink a glass of milk. When I returned to my room to get ready for bed, the thief's father was already standing by my son's bed. Because I heard strange noises again, I went downstairs to check again. The attic entrance was open.
Kevin? He's in the fucking house!
He's in the goddamn house!
Jordan!
Thankfully, the son was fine. The man had escaped. That morning, the sheriff told me the thief's father had been arrested. We were safe. I happily drove to the police station to sign the documents. Suddenly, I saw a wanted poster on the bulletin board, but I was sure the man in the photo was not shot by me. I confronted the sheriff. He said I misremembered it. I had a bad feeling. The more I thought about it that night, the more I felt something was amiss. I drove to the police station, only to see the sheriff and several of his men taking the thief's father away. They forced him into a car and drove off to an unknown destination. Curious, I immediately followed them. They took the thief's father to the railroad tracks and knocked him unconscious. The sheriff even poured a bottle of wine on him, as if to fake a drunken accident where he fell onto the tracks and was killed by a train. After they left, I heard a train whistle in the distance. I hesitated. The thief's father had threatened my family before, but he hadn't actually hurt anyone. If I risked saving him, I might put my family in even greater danger. What should I do?